Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. So last time we rescued Rion and Toa from a Eclipse set up by that asshole kid. And we learnt about these items here, these little the affinity shards that you can collect from the new areas that you open up. So basically, at the start of this part, I'm just basically wandering around. I was basically wandering around, going to the first area that we went to because I wanted to make sure that there were no, to see if there were any affinity shards that I could grab. And there was one in the lower area by the bus stop, so I've grabbed that. And now we're heading on to. My apologies, fucking hell. We're now moving on to the next area. We are now heading on to Morimya Shopping Street, which is where one of the next Eclipse doors is. So let's head off, shall we? Oh, this is something else I kind of like. That basically, Ko kind of mentions here that something feels kind of off. That something seems missing. And this kind of plays into what happens later on. When we have kind of the realization of what's going on. So I kind of like that they set that up early on. So yeah, Infinity Shard is in the Sober Shop. So head in and grab your next Infinity Shard. Nice and easy to find. You can also see that basically the blacksmith and his daughter are trapped inside one of those crystals as well. I think you can press the action button on the crystals, and you can have a little bit of a like a mini cutscene like we had in the we had last part, or no, a couple of parts ago, where we saw the crystal in Station Square, and you have a little cutscene saying, "Oh yeah, they're trapped. Let's find a way to break them out." That kind of shit. It's not really worth going after, so yeah. So yeah, at this point, Toa wants to go in with us. Which, to be fair, it's probably the safest thing, given the fact that, I mean, we let Ryota come with us the last time. Sorry. So why not allow Toa to come with us? Because, you know, I mean, there's more than enough of us to keep us safe anyway. Doesn't have a weapon. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, this becomes kind of a thing. It happens with Ko, like, basically, like, 3 times here. So, you know, because, you know, in the first Eclipse... So in the first Eclipse, you have Ryota come with us, and Ko's kind of against it because of the obvious fact that he doesn't really have a soul device. Has a weapon at least to protect himself, but yeah. And then the second time here we have it with Thingamajiggy, with Toa, where she's like, where she doesn't have. Where, you know, Ko is like against bringing her along because of the fact that all these people, you know, because it's dangerous. She doesn't even have a weapon, unlike Ryota, so he's kind of against it. But at the end, gives up anyway. I apologise. My throat is acting up again today. Anyway, we're inside, and again, this is pretty much a reused dungeon in terms of It looks slightly different, but it basically is the same setup as one of the previous dungeons. The only difference being is that there's like this really pain in the ass kind of poison goo on either side, and they add in these like kind of wind. They like these whirlwinds as well. Oh, there. Yeah, I'm poisoned. Yeah, and they shoot poison goo at you as well, which is a pain in the ass. My apologies. So yeah, a lot of the enemies, they basically force you to use your physical attacks in this dungeon. Yeah, they basically force you to use it, and the problem with it is that, of course, when you use a physical attack, you kind of rush. Your momentum kind of carries you forward. Oh my god, this guy. Fucking die. Thank you. So your momentum kind of propels you. What am I doing? Your momentum basically pushes you forward, which is a real pain in the ass. Yeah, these guys won't cause too much damage. They have a chance. These fucking things. But they have a chance of causing poison. So yeah, that's where they're a bit of a pain in the ass. What am I doing? Come on, Tom, for God's sake. You've got more than enough shit. Move on. Oh. Yeah, it's at this point where... Yeah, because... Yeah, it's at this point where I'm just like, fuck it. And now I can't use it. Now I'm on fire. There we go. Fucking dead. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, having played this one, because it had been a little while since I played this last. Sorry, the specific dungeon. I didn't really kind of remember it all that much. Oh shit. I think at this point I was just like, fuck it. Just kill him. But yeah. I didn't remember this dungeon being so fucking annoying. But the enemies that they kind of throw at you, along with the wind which kind of throws you to the side, throwing you into these goddamn into the poison water. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. But it's also really fucking short. Oh yeah, sorry, we're not done yet. So now we've got Sora and Shio. And again, this is much in the same way that Toa and Rion were kind of an odd pairing. Sora and Shio are a bit of an odd pairing. They don't really have much of a dialogue together at any point pretty much during the entire game. They don't really have much of a dialogue together, so it's kind of odd in that regard. But hey, has to be done, I suppose. But yeah, I honestly think it was done just to basically because just to have a few more interesting interactions in the after story part of the game. So yeah, whatever. Trying to help out. Toa, if any monsters sneak up behind you, run away. Fuck you, dude. You're lucky I'm here at all. Go fuck yourself. Alright, time to fight. Yeah, so at this point I think we have to basically Sora and sorry. Sora and Shio are basically are basically you have to use them, and so you choose somebody else, and so yeah, you choose Ko. I don't know why, I just always default to Ko. Anyway. Yes, so this fight is a pain. Because there are so many goddamn enemies in your way, and they just dogpile you and don't let up on you at all. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, I think I use Shio here. To be fair, I don't think I've used Shio all that much in combat. I think I don't really like his weapon all too much because he's... I mean, I think I've used Ko the most, and I think I just prefer using like faster enemies, like faster weapons, like weapons that hit decently hard but are also like quick, rather than the big beefy weapons which move at the speed of molasses. So yeah. But like I said, yeah, like the first dungeon we went through was pretty much the first Eclipse we went through was like a fully fledged kind of Eclipse, and I think that was to get you used to using Ryota, even though I didn't use them that much. And then the next, well, including this one, the next 3 dungeons, so this one plus the 2 more we've got left to do, they are considerably fucking shorter, and I think at this point it was just like, okay, let's get on with this, let's get people, sorry, fucking hell, let's get all the party members together as quickly as possible and get to, you know, the actual brand new stuff, which is like the true kind of final dungeon, which is a fully fledged dungeon and a pain in the ass. And then the final boss, true final boss fight, which again is a gargantuanly huge, massive pain in the dick. So yeah. Nope. That cat phased out of the box. But yeah. It's the furball who used to hang out with, hang around Taka. Yeah. This is something as a world which isn't really explained at any point. So I can talk about it now because, you know, I think that it's the next part where they kind of... It's after the next dungeon where they actually reveal it, but basically the boy kind of spirit thing who's been a pain in the ass, he's kind of dragged us into a alternative Morimya, like basically a reality that he's created which looks like Morimya, and so he's kind of sucked in certain people into this world to kind of play around with Ko and the rest of the gang. So bringing Ko and the rest of the gang into this world kind of makes sense. They're the ones with the powers, they're the ones who've dealt with all the shit before, so it makes sense to bring them in. Why the fuck did he summon a cat? What the hell did the cat do to you, man? There's no reason for the cat to be here. And yet he was brought in. Maybe the idea is that he just doesn't... fucking hell. Sorry, fucking hell. Maybe it's the fact that he doesn't have any control over his powers. Or at least he doesn't control who he brings into this world. It's just kind of random. That seems kind of dumb. But anyway, I mean, not like it's the end of the world, but there we go. So now we're heading over to the next place where an Eclipse is supposed to be. We're heading over to the Nanahoshi Mall. And I think there is another... I think there's another couple of shards that we can find in here. So let's head in. Yeah, and as you go through the, it's kind of interesting and nice as well that as you go through, you know, the after story, you bring in more. You bring in more and more because you know, getting more and more people summoned. You're bringing in more of your friends. Basically, you have more and more kind of combat options as you go through the game. Kind of being forced. Being forced to use June, Ryota, and Ko early on, and then once you've got everybody rounded up, you can use whoever you want in the dungeon, in the true final dungeon. But here's where they kind of bring the point across that basically all of the decorations that they'd put up, that were put up all around the city, they're not here. They've all kind of disappeared, which kind of hints at, you know, like I said before, it's basically hinting at the fact that this isn't actual Morimya. This is Morimya. This is like an alternate Morimya that the fox masked boy has kind of created. Yeah, and so we've got these two here, and they're kind of trapped in their gems, as their kind of crystals as well. And yeah, there's one more, so let's head in here. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Why can't I look at that? That's what I'm looking for. So there we go, crystal. And another affinity shard. I think we get 7 in total. Nope. Capsule from the Magical Girl Elisa show, and basically, yeah, I think I've said this before, but basically all these characters here are basically characters from another Falcom game, Trails of Cold Steel. Elisa was a character in the Trails of Cold Steel series. Stupid PC. And sorry, and all the other characters that you saw in that piece of art are all characters from Trails of Cold Steel as well. But anyway, that's it for this part. I don't know why you can just look at it for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, that is it for this part. Join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, when we'll be heading into the next Eclipse, and we'll be rescuing a couple more of our teammates. So yeah, see you next time.